Hey guys, Davis here. Welcome back to Tech-Junkie. In this video, I will set up PrivacyIDEA on Ubuntu 22.04 to enable multi-factor authentication in our infrastructure. PrivacyIDEA is an open source MFA solution, supports many methods and APIs. But as an infrastructure guy, I'm gonna focus on the radius capability for enabling MFA in our infrastructure. First of all, we will be covering a HA setup, but in this video, I will set up a standalone PrivacyIDEA server first. As starter, we should install our Ubuntu 22.04 first. Let's go to here, new virtual machine, create new virtual machine, give it a name PIO1. Yeah, stand for PrivacyIDEA 01. Yep. Store host on a SSD store. Next. Guest OS family, Linux, OS version, Ubuntu, 64-bit. Next. CPU, cool memory, 2 GB should be enough. I'll give it a larger disk in thin provision, of course. The network, I will place it on the 1008 subnet. Okay. Mount the ISO file, download from internet. Where is it? Linux. (2204), yep, here. 2204 live server. Okay. Expand that. Check on connect, add power on, next. Finish. Let's fire it up. Launch the remote console. Oh, come here. Try or install Ubuntu server. Enter. Do remember when you assign an IP address for the Ubuntu or even DHCP, not recommended anyway, you have to let your Ubuntu server to access the internet. I'm not covering that in this video because I've done that many times before in the series. Just remember, you need internet access to install different packages. Let me pause the video for a bit. It takes a couple minutes to reach the installation wizard. Hey, once you reach that screen, let's select English. Default keyboard layout, okay, done. Ubuntu server, done. If your network is have the DHCP capability, it should pick up an IP address already, but we don't have DHCP in this subnet, so I'm gonna enter the IP myself. 10.10.8.0/24 for the subnet. Address. Okay, what's the address? So I'm gonna use the 10.10.8.32. Oops, not you. Get back here. 10.10.8.32. Gateway, of course, 10.10.8.1. Name server, our domain controller. 10.10.8.11 is comma separated, so comma 10.10.8.12. Search domain, not significant, but I'll give it anyway. Simplelab.int. Save. By default, the IPv6 should be disabled. Yep. Okay. Applying changes. So, done. Proxy address. We don't have proxy. The mirror address. It should automatically pick up the closest, nearest mirror location for you. For me, is the Hong Kong mirror. Yep. I can only choose done. Okay. Default disk setup layout. I mean, done. Done. Break a disk. Yada yada yada. Continue. So, unlike CentOS, Wacky Linux, or Red Hat Enterprise, we can use root by default. We have to give it a user. It will automatically add it into the sudo, so it doesn't matter anyway. itadmin, server name pio1, username itadmin. Choose a password. Yeah, of course, I'll give you a password. Done. Skip the Ubuntu Pro. Skip for now. Okay, continue. Remember to enable this to check this checkbox. Install OpenSSH server, or you may have a hard time to connect to your server. Done. I don't need them for now. Done. So it will start the installation, and once done, it will give you a reboot button or something. So I will pause the video for you. Okay, the Ubuntu installation is about to finish. Press the reboot here, and it will prompt us to remove the disk or something. Okay, press enter here. Okay, it's on the login screen. So I've already prepared the SSH connection from the mremote-ng. Let's connect to the host. So let's switch into root using the sudo -i. Yep. Okay, basically after any Ubuntu installation, the first thing you have to do is do a apt update and upgrade to get the latest component for the Ubuntu. Okay, apt upgrade. And don't worry though, I will provide you the command as always. Okay, -y mean yes. No need to ask me for twice. We start this service, okay. Seems good. Okay. First of all, you should probably read the documentation from PrivacyIDEA. I will cover the necessary step for you to install and configure for a very basic setup. And if you want to really drill down, you should check on the documentation. They have a website here or a downloadable PDF version here. Okay, let's place it on the download. Yep. They are the same, but this one is always up to date. This one is the PDF version. Yep. Just click on the installation. You can have the different type of installation, but we are focusing on the Ubuntu packages. It is covering up to the Ubuntu. Oops, it has the 2204, but I remember some of the command is not okay. Whatever. I have the command for myself already. Remember, always reference the latest document for what you want to use, install, or configuring. So after the update, we should get the release signature, add the key, okay, and add a repository. Okay, that's expected. No worry. apt update. Let's run an update again. So after we added the repository, there are two packages available to update. Let's see. Jimmy update. Okay, let's update. Let's upgrade. Okay, let's focus on the privacy idea first. No worry. Just install the PrivacyIDEA Apache tool and the PrivacyIDEA radius. It will take some time. Okay, it seems the installation for the PrivacyIDEA is completed. Let's clear the screen. First of all, we need a admin user to log in the web UI. Use the pfmanage to add a administrator. I will add a admin called pfadmin. Okay, give it a password. What? And then we can head to the web browser, of course. 10.10.8.32 is a self-signed cert, of course. Prompt us for the invalid certificate. pfadmin, and the password we just provide. Okay, welcoming, yada yada yada, next, dive in. Not right now. Let's create some policy first. For the first one, config policies. Yep. New policy. That would be the web UI policy. Priority. No need to be high. Okay, to the action. Remember to select the scope. Different scope has different option we can choose. So I'm gonna change the timeout and the welcoming message after each login. Okay, web UI, where is it? Time out, logout time 1800 seconds. Default is 2 minutes. Way too frequent. Okay, the other one is welcome. Yep, hide the welcome info. Save that. Okay. And the other one is, let's create a policy called user details. Yep. Because when we try to get the user information from the Active Directory, which we'll be adding the RAM later on, it is not getting some of the attribute, and they are not displaying so by default. So we have to add a parameter. Yep, that one, so that it will display it will return the details. Save that. Okay. Go to RAM. Simple lab. Right. what? No, create. Okay, and then we need a user resolver. Where is it? LDAP resolver. So our resolver name, of course, the simple lab. We can provide the LDAP as from our domain controllers, which is we already have. The LDAP CA certificate. Yep, that's one of the requirement to use the TLS. Okay, actually we have to combine the root and the subordinate certificate to one single file. So what did I did that already? No. Okay, never mind. Yes, just use this name. Let's create a file. Nano. Enter and paste our certificate here. Where is it? The root and the subordinate CA. Okay. Get back here, paste the and say the whole root. Sub3 base level sub3 by time. I tried other method, but it's simply not working, so I'm gonna use a simple bind. Of course, I'm gonna use the elder bind service account. The password. Okay. So there's a two preset here. One is for the open LDAP, the other one is for the Active Directory, and of course we are using the Active Directory. And the attribute mapping, you can map other attribute to the user that return to this authentication, but you have to dig it from the user attribute from the ADSI edit or the attribute editor in the AD users and computers. And there's also a attribute we needed. It is the memberOf, because we need this attribute for the groups. Yep, groups. And because it can, the memberOf attribute will map to the groups, and this group containing a list, which is a multi-value attribute. Remember, just one user can belong to many groups. Okay, multi-value attributes groups. Okay, quick resolve tasks. Cool. One user object found. Only one? Really? You kidding? Oh, eight user. Okay, save. Okay, let's add this resolver to the RAM. Okay, check that. No need to add the priority here. User, yep, the user can be resolved. Token, Enroll token, event based, no. Time based, this one is like the typical 30-second one-time password. So I'm gonna choose this one. Pin. Oh, I forgot one thing. I have to use the Active Directories pin. Otherwise, we have to use the pin we specify here. So never mind. Let's add the user first. Yep. No need to enter the pin. And then it will give you a QR code. So you can bring out your cell phone here to scan this token. For me, for demonstration purpose, I have installed a BlueStacks Android emulator and installed the PrivacyIDEA Authenticator. Actually, for the one-time password, you can use other authenticator like Microsoft Authenticator, Google Authenticator. But later on, we might be upgrading our setup so we can use the push authentication. Only the PrivacyIDEA Authenticator support the push authentication. Yep. Let's scan the screen. Okay, no, what? It's not working. Give me a second. Once again. Okay, it scanned the screen, which I already had a virtual camera configured. I will probably put the link for you in the description, but nonetheless, we got the token. So this is our token. This is the one-time password for us to perform the the multi-form factor authentication, of course. So let's get back here. Oh, crap. Already? Jeez. Let's go to user, maybe tokens. No, I should configure the policy first. Policy, where are you? User authentication. Okay, add a new policy. Let's call it AD off. Scope is authentication. The RAM, we can select the simple lab. The resolver, also simple lab. Action, it would be OTP pin. Okay, use the user store. This the pin will use the Active Directories password. It will pass the password to the AD, so we don't have to specify a pin for the user in PrivacyIDEA. So user don't have to remember two passwords. Yeah, that's the idea. Okay, priority not matter. The authorization. Let's also choose the simple app for the user details. Save policy. Hi, welcome info logout time. Okay, let's go back to the token. Let's have a simple test. So password. So let's have a test on the OTP. Okay. Okay, the OTP is correct. So let's try out the token. Actually, we have to, in order to use the MFA here, we have to provide our password plus the OTP. Yep. If our password is p at 111 and the OTP is this one. Yep. Our password will be this one to send to the server. So let's have a test and test the token. Yep, successfully authenticated. How about we type a wrong OTP? It should fail. Yep, wrong OTP value. Okay, that's a new one. Yep, that's cool. Oops. Oops, I accidentally logged out. Nope. pfadmin. There's also a URL we can have a test. What is it? Oh, this one. It's something like the oops 10.10.8.32. The user not demo admin pfadmin. The password is and the OTP. Oops. Got a new one. Let's test out. So it returned a JSON, but it's very ugly. I don't have the parser installed in this Chrome, but never mind. It returned the groups for us. That's exactly what we need. We cannot use this directly for the pfsense because the pfsense only recognize the group's name, this part. So we have to do a minor modification on the configuration files. So go back to our host. First of all, let's edit the etc PrivacyIDEA. What is it? RLM Perl. Yep, this file. So we want to map the groups into the class attribute. So we have to tell the configuration we are using the dir equal to user, and the user attribute, let me copy that, is groups, because hey, come on, we are using this attribute, something in this attribute, actually groups, and then we have to use a regular expression. Actually it's something like that, because it will return the first matching part to the for the radius server. So this one, whatever word it is saying until a comma, it will grab that one. So after that, whatever match the our domains, in the end it will accept that. So let me show you in action. Let's save this file first, and the second file we have to update is the freeradius client config. Oops. Because by default it is only allowing localhost to access the freeradius. We have to add a few clients here. We add the pfo1 and pfo2, which will be our client very soon, and the default local host secret is testing 123. That's informative. Let's say okay. After we save the configuration, we are going to restart the freeradius, but not so fast. We can have a look in the debug mode. Let's stop the freeradius service. Oops. And start it in the debug mode. freeradius dash capital X. Okay. And we have a radius command to test it out. Okay, it's something like that. Let's change this one into pfadmin. This one to and OTP, what is it? Okay, cool. Give me that. Okay, it's returning to class, because you will see it here. It is basically the module trying to grab the groups for us. The let admins, this one, it grabbed the let admins for us, so returning to the request. in the response, I mean. And the other one is the test group. It also included, I think, but we cannot see it because it is in a hash form. But it does not matter. We can add the. We can have a test here. Where is it? Okay, simple app. Currently, maybe I remove the simple app first. Simple app PI, it stands for the privacy idea. I will add it once again. Click on add, radius, descriptive name, simple app dash PI. The host is 8.32. Secret is secret. Is it? I've got. Yep, secret. Let's copy it. Anyway. Paste here. Only the authentication. Default port. The radius IP attribute. We don't use that to filter out the request, so it matters not. But let's use the subnet IP, the HA IP. Okay. PAP. Actually, can we use this one? No. Let's use PAP. Okay, we got ourselves a radius server. We can test it in the diagnostics authentications. Choose the simple app PI. Username pfadmin. So we can use the password here. Let's don't pass the OTP. We should get a fail. Yep. Okay, this time let's also pass the OTP. Okay. The authentication is success, and also it returns two groups for us, because in this user response we have two groups. In the groups, it is an array. Yep. Okay. There you have it. Because this time we only set up the PIO1 for a standalone PrivacyIDEA server. In the next one, I will set up one more for the resilience, and I will set up a VIP for the client like pfsense don't have the capability to add multiple radius server. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one.